Like, you could have such a bit, like, address the problem in that billboard right there. Like, you know, struggling with moving. Are you, you know, overwhelmed with having to organise it all? You don't want to damage your furniture. That's the sort of shit that someone who's moving is thinking about. They're not thinking about some picture of two fuckwits on a billboard.
So, one thing that we were just talking about on the way to the gym is, you know, James and I both run two different marketing agencies. Both of us deal with clients or prospective clients that usually complain about the way the structure of working online works, spending money on Facebook and not having a quote-unquote guaranteed return or whatever. And one of the things that we just realized, and I was going to actually question James and I thought we'd just get on camera, is, you know, his skill of looking at strategies and marketing is completely different than the way we do things. And he brought up a fair few good points on, you know, James, why don't you give the camera some thoughts on, like, some of these billboards that we're looking at right now? If we were to take them online, what kind of stuff could we actually do for them?
Well, I think, like, fundamentally, my skill set is writing ads, you know what I mean? Like, copywriting, like, how do you, you know, like, identify your market, get clear on who you're targeting, and then put, like, an ad in front of them that's actually, one, selling something they really want, and two, communicating with them in a way that they'll identify with. And I think the first thing that, like, as we were discussing with the billboards, like, so much of this shit just, like, it's not even really targeting anyone. Like, there was like a billboard back there that literally said, sign ad outdoor. Like, and when I read it, I was like, well, that's a shit ad. And then I realized it was an ad for the billboard. But, like, an ad for a billboard literally should just be like, advertise your business here. Like, that wasn't even clear in itself. So, like, straight up, before you even go online, I think it's, like, getting a bit clearer on, like, getting familiar with, like, the rules of direct response marketing, getting clearer on who the message is actually for. Like, sign ad outdoor. Like, it's the only person putting a fucking ad up is a business owner, straight up. So, like, how are you going to get their attention? Even this here, all my sons moving in storage. Like, you could have such a bit, like, address the problem in that billboard right there. Like, you know, struggling with moving. Are you, you know, overwhelmed with having to organise it all? You don't want to damage your furniture. That's the sort of shit that someone who's moving is thinking about. They're not thinking about some picture of two fuckwits on a billboard. So that's just my straight up, like, opinion. And, like, there was more back there actually where we were. But yeah, I just think, like, firstly, a lot of these are just missing the point. Like, you know, I drive along looking at ads. I'm probably one of the rare people. Everyone else is trying to avoid them. But the people that you're targeting your ads, here's not a bad one. Free dental care bags for everyone in Houston at Mint locations. Now, that's shit because at Mint locations, I don't know what Mint is, so you just lost me. But, like, at least there was a direct offer there. That's pretty good. That's easily the best one I've seen. Do more business loans. That's not too bad. It's direct. You know, but I feel like too many of them, like, you know, just a picture of your logo or your brand, like, you know, too many of them are missing the point. So that one's a bit better. For lease, phone number. It's very direct. So yeah, that's straight up my opinion, and that goes to any medium, whether it's billboards, newspaper, TV, radio, online. Is getting a message of, like, that the right person will resonate with when it gets in front of them.
Now let me ask you another question here in a different context. What we do online is very trackable, right? We can see how many people have seen ads, how many people have clicked on the ads, how many people have converted, etc., etc. Now, people complain the fact that when we say spend $1,000 or $2,000 a month on Facebook ads, and then they look at, oh, you know, we didn't get the reach that we wanted, or we didn't get the impressions that we wanted, or whatever most people end up saying was the difference. Now, what is your context? What is your thought, James, on the fact that we're driving through this highway right now, and we're reading these ads, but how do we know how many people per day are actually looking at these ads versus taking these ads online and testing offline versus online in today's day and age?
Well, that's the thing. Straight up, you don't. Like, you know, you get data from, like, an ad agency on how much traffic is on this highway, right? Like, physical traffic. But, like, the reality is you don't know. Like, half the drivers could be blind. They're probably texting on their phone. They're not looking up at your ads. That's the other thing that I think is crazy about billboard advertising. Like, you're meant to be focusing on the road. Even if you see the sickest ad, like, you ain't going to remember their phone number in a snapshot. No one can retarget you once you've seen that ad. Like, you know, if you're online and you see a sick ad, and, like, I know with e-commerce, right, we'll run ads on mobile, and then retarget on desktop, because like 67% of people buy shit on desktop. Mobile's increasing for actual checkout purchases, but desktop's where the bulk of them are at the moment. And I know like the biggest guys like Ezra Firestone, biggest guys in the industry do this, and they talked about it this year at TNC. So like you don't even have the ability to do that. And that's obviously more advanced, like, you know, as opposed to actually getting reach. Like Rohan, I think it's one of those things, like I always liken marketing to like the wealth creation industry. Everyone wants to buy property, and like my financial planner said, he's like, property is just the easiest thing to understand. You own that house there on that block. It's tangible, it's real. So people are like thinking that that's easier or a better way of investing. But if you have the ability to like understand, you know, cryptocurrencies or the stock market or exchange traded funds or any of those like more liquid investments, that could be better for you based on your goals, right? Same with marketing. These older generation that own businesses and stuff, they don't understand the digital world. They don't have Facebook, so they don't think it's possible that, you know, 80% of the population does, or whatever it might be. So they're more comfortable with things that are real and tangible. Like, I know my brand's on that billboard. You know what I mean? And then there's the ego element of it as well, as having your logo on a major highway where all your friends can see it. So it definitely comes down to that element as well.
Sweet. So like now, if you were to say, for an example, someone putting up, like, let's end it on one of these on a good note here, saying, you know, the content has been absolutely phenomenal for what James has actually spit out, because I definitely agree with pretty much everything you've said here while I try to take this exit. Anyway, so, you know, James, what would you suggest someone that is coming to you as an agency, or coming to any one of us as an agency? Let's say this is our client, like a prospective client, and they're trying to decide between a billboard versus working with us and going online. What would be the one thing that you tell them on how to choose which one to go?
I would say don't trust any of the agencies. And I run one, so I'm just being honest. Don't trust the agency, trust the data they can give you. And really question that data, because from a billboard or from TV or from radio, you're going to get all these what we call vanity metrics, which are things like that aren't real, like dollars, leads. You know, they're like the real metrics. Like, you know, how many leads did you? I mean, dollars is the only one that really matters, like from sales. But how many leads did you get? You know, there's other metrics that are handled, like conversion rates and click-through rates and stuff. But like, you're going to get metrics like, oh, 400 or, you know, like 3,000 people drove across this highway today. That doesn't mean shit. You don't know how many of them are even reading your billboard. Just like if a digital agency tells you how many impressions, how many people saw your ad. Cool, I don't care how many people saw it. How much money did we make? So I would say get real, hard, tangible data. That's the thing to focus on if you're a business owner and you want to like figure out which digital medium is the best for you.
There you have it for today's Driving with Rohan and James in Houston, Texas. That was unreal. What we came down here for was even better than we thought was going to happen. So now we're going to get some authentic Mexican food, because why not? When you're in Houston, you got to get some Mexican food. Seeing as Canada, somebody's got to have some Mexican food here. Well, this place looks lit. But if you haven't already seen the edit this guy shot for Christian Guzman, we're going to plug it in right now.
I'm looking in the mirror at another man. Is this shit what you want? Is this shit what you planned? People look at you like you don't got a chance. You ain't phased, you just go and be the man. Do your thing. You say you got these dreams, you manifest. You say you put in work and you ain't rest. Word on the road, people say you gonna blow. I've been doing my own thing, bitch, you guessed it. I done had some times I dealt with conflict. If I fall, I get back up, I'm on some bullshit. I ain't really got stress about a thing, it's so strange. I got all the shit I thought of, I ain't crossed yet. One day I look back at my accomplishments. I would've never made it here without no confidence. Now I feel so confident, I'm popping shit. I line all my pounds up, you know I'm solving shit.
I'm so bothered, my father, author of my creation. We got a situation, you don't drink these bottles vacant. And I'm no doctor, but need your patience like you my patient. Give you all of me, I wanna give you all of me. Classic catastrophe, all of these claims baffle me. Driving like it's mileage, huh? I look like the pollen, huh? Bars hit arthritis, huh? Flying in the water, huh? Ooh. Yeah, You looking at an animal, he may be a cannibal. My go rule incredible and royal like the pharaohs do. Arrangements all edible. I don't want to behave.
Well, cheers, guys. Oh, cheers. So excited. I love Mexican.
It'd probably be rude if I didn't, right?
Right? Appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. Yes, please.
It's a bit of silent kind of thing.
I think we're right. Thanks, bro.
So we decided to come to Hookah Lounge and hang out for a little bit, grab a couple drinks, and we're going through the menu. You can see the menu here, and the one thing we realized was there's something that is that's in this menu that James actually picked out, and it's going to be a quick little marketing lesson for you guys.
See, one thing that's really interesting here is, right, Rohan, once we got the hood lighting going on here so we could see what's on the menu, first thing he said was, let's get the $1 million flavour, right? $1 million flavour. I don't even know what a Fantasia is, but anyway, here's my point, right? The mere fact of picking that out is an emotional decision, right? You've got the $1 million flavour. Who the fuck wants blueberry when you can have the $1 million flavour? And I feel like this is really, really, like a really good example of where most people's marketing is at. You know, they're selling the fucking blueberry or they're selling like broccoli. People don't want that shit. They want the $1 million flavour. They want the emotional experience that like gets
Something
them on a
they can
level
be
with where they
attached
want to be. Like Magic Dragon, that's another one you did. It sounds like some drug experience. You know what I mean? Like, how are the words you use in your business and your brand giving people an emotional experience? Now, I know that's a little bit aloof, and if I thought about it more, I'd have better examples, but that's a really good, like, you know, swagberry, foreplay, adios motherfuckers. That's like literally a flavour. That's going to be way better than blueberry, melon blast, triple apple. I guarantee if you ask them which ones of these are the most popular, it'd be the ones with the most emotionally appealing names. So just remember, you're selling feelings, you're not selling features. Oh, apple or $1 million flavour, you know. Which one's going to be more popular, so just keep that in mind. Anything you want to add to that?
No, that's pretty much it. The biggest thing that most
Same
people...
with sales, right? Like that's how I see it in marketing, but sales would be the same thing.
It's literally, you're just selling through written word, right? When you give someone a menu, you're literally getting them the choice to buy something from your store. Now, would I rather choose something that's just a blatant, bland brand or brand name? No, I'd rather choose something that's going to be emotionally tied to me. I'm in business. I love, you know, we want to make money. Everybody wants to make the 7-figure dream. The first thing I see is the $1 million flavor. That's an emotional attachment to that flavor. And doesn't matter if it tastes like shit or not, I'm still going to try it. Why? Because of that. Now,
it's a Wednesday night, we want to act like we're balling out, let's get the $1 million flavour. Same fucking thing as any of these other flavours. They're probably all good, but you know.
But yeah, exactly. And, you know, if you go up to the next one, like you said, Magic Dragon, that's someone that's probably like eating magic cards or into like dragons or into those gaming stuff. I'm not
experience.
Exactly. I'm not into that, but I guarantee you, based on what a person's personality, based on what they do in their day-to-day life, that is pretty much the flavor style that they're going to be picking up. You know, like Swagberry. Come on, let's be real. We know all the kind of people that are going to be doing Swagberry, foreplay. You know where they're going after that. After they do some foreplay out here tonight. So that's a marketing lesson 101 for you. Now, if your hookah lounge or your bar is failing, get creative with your cocktails, get creative with your drinks, get creative with your way of selling shit to people. So that is a marketing lesson for you at 11:34 at night. Well, today's been an interesting day. Done a lot, lots of marketing content from this grumpy Aussie. That's what we're gonna call him in this video. Guy's fucking smart. If you guys haven't already followed him on Instagram, go follow him on Instagram. The guy drops a lot of content. All I gotta say is today's a definition of just doing what it takes. The edit you guys saw for Christian Guzman, my brother, who I brought him down here for, was one of Christian's first 1,000 subscribers. He couldn't believe the t-shirt he brought down from his sign yesterday. And the one thing that made me realize was, you know, I brought him down here literally as like a birthday gift just to be able to meet him. And I honestly just thought, you know, maybe one day we could work together, do something together, seeing as some of the companies we've worked with in the fitness arena and everything else. And having the opportunity to have Colin do an edit and have our company be represented as part of it was absolutely phenomenal. Just the amount of respect I have for someone like him is phenomenal. Looking forward to the rest of the week, because tomorrow we're gonna go one more time to Athlete, get a workout in, and then we've got a nice drive to Dallas, and you guys are gonna meet some insane marketers in Dallas. So be ready for the rest of the week. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, go hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on right now, go do it. Give this video a thumbs up. Legitimately, give this video a thumbs up, because the more you guys do this, the more shit I get to do. Travel around the world, go shoot insane content for you guys. Because legitimately, I will do whatever the fuck it takes to make shit happen. Like, that is one thing that I stand for, is just do whatever it takes. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter what you need to do. Fly your team out to whatever state, country, city, wherever the hell you're going, to make shit happen. Look forward to seeing you guys.